I have wandered into the cavern of confusion, and never in my wildest journeys have I sat wondering, pondering what is happening. We have a catfish victim who might actually not be getting catfished. It's real. Oh my god. Like a good BBL. Is it real? I don't know. It's no laughing matter, I tell you that much. Alright? You are going to have to strap yourselves in. Because what you are about to witness is mind-numbingly painful. Alright? We've got a victim, quote unquote, who is a walking red flag. There's no question about it. Then you've got the so-called catfish. Is she a catfish? Is she not? Huh? She's doing up a bit of, ooh, with the moolahs. And then the team are very interesting in their approach. Pushing for a relationship to occur. What's happening? The Cavern of Confusion has earned its nickname. So strap yourselves in, as I said, and get your popcorn ready. Get your snacks ready. Get whatever it is that you do whilst listening to this BS ready. 'Cause it's a painful one. I'll see you on the other side.
This man wants to know the truth about his online girlfriend.
She was one that I definitely had a lot in common with. Born in 1970, which would make her 55. Probably about 5'3", 5'4", maybe. Blondish hair. She used to have what you call like a Jessica Rabbit type figure.
Frank.
Hold on there. Ring camera. Ring, ring. Hello. Oh, that's right. It's the lack of common sense calling. I don't expect people to know every inch of their partner. You dirty individual, get that out your head. I'm talking about, boom, pull up the, what's that called? Tape measure? I don't need you to know the exact height of your partner. But surely if you're saying, could be this, could be that, you don't really know them. So it's a bit funny, ironic that you're saying we have a lot in common. The type of people that end up on this show. Oh, I wonder why you're interested in her. I can't. You got the ring camera there, but I can't see why you're interested. Send me a bloody washing machine as well, because I assume that's why there's a freaking washing machine there.
Has sent countless gifts to Amy, including appliances and even a ring camera.
I do believe she's living in New York. When I sent her a package, I've had Amazon packages delivered to there, bought her a washing machine, had that delivered to the house.
Okay.
After sending $40,000 to this woman, Frank is afraid she's lying about her true identity.
Plenty of women out there that are physically attractive. I don't need to hook up with one that's been lying to me for 4 years.
Join us on another catfish adventure sponsored by socialcatfish.com. We'll fly to New York.
A cute dog.
Who's that?
And confront Amy ourselves, face to face.
Come in.
Okay, well, right off the bat, I'm getting vibes of like she's real, but still swindling him for money. He's a sugar daddy without the sugar. Oh, there's no sweetness here. It's very salty, in fact. It's a pet peeve of mine when people say hook up. Because, like, you know, you're a grown adult. Do you know what I mean? That might be me just being a fuddy-duddy and whatnot. And maybe it's not that bad. But I just don't like it. Hook up, you know. When you're not a freaking rabbit, do you know? You're not going to meet and do boing, boing, boing. See you. That's a hookup to me. Do you know what I mean? One night stand type vibe. You're sitting down, mate. There's no one night stand. It made sense in my head. I don't like it, but
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Go do
Your
that.
Engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
But here they are.
All right, here's another case. We got an email from someone by the name of Frank, who's concerned the woman he's been sending money to might not be real.
Okay, there's so much to unpack here. First of all, Frank, you're in good shape. I'll give you that much. Do you know what I mean? Amy on the left here. Left? Right? Hey, you do the hokey pokey and you turn around. I think I even said popey. Nothing's making sense. Amy, goodness me, it's giving Velma from Scooby-Doo. And Drew's never coming back, is he? I don't even know what number episode this is now, where Drew hasn't made a physical on-screen appearance. I hope you're alright, man.
I'll read his email. Hi, Catfish. My name is Frank, and I was in a long-distance relationship with a woman for nearly 4 years, during which I sent her thousands of dollars, including a washing machine and a Ring door camera, all to the same address in Brooklyn. She often made excuses, involved stories about other men, and distanced herself once my money ran low.
Goodness.
I now believe it was a scam, and the FBI declined to investigate due to the amount involved. I'm asking for help identifying who she really is and if others are part of this. Sincerely, Frank.
Oh.
Hi, Catfish team. My name is Frank. I'm 61 years old, and I live in Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Simpson?
Pure genius.
My oldest lives with me. My youngest still lives in Georgia, and my daughter lives here in South Carolina. I actually have 2 jobs now. One is a FedEx package handler, and then I go right to my second job, which is a Monday through Friday computer job. I was married for 29 years, got divorced in 2021.
Hold on a second. What is this music? Because, like, it's giving you've entered like a swanky detective who's carefree. You know the kind of picture I'm trying to paint here? It's fitting we had Velma earlier on, because this music sounds as if it would be in the background of Shaggy's life. You know what I mean? Shaggy's walking about doing his thing, and this music's in the background. Simpson, by the way, Simpsonville. Oh, homie. That was supposed to be Marge. That was rubbish. Homie. What am I doing here?
Shut up!
The divorce was my choosing. The last 11 years of the marriage were just kind of, for lack of a better word, dry.
After Frank had gone through his divorce...
Hold on there, Drew. What do you mean dry? Huh? If it's a case of just a little bit of hydration needed, you drink your water. Side note, stay hydrated, everyone. ASMR for you. I'd love to know more about that, but as often is the case, victims are going to come on this show and just give their side of the story and not take accountability. Why was it dry? By dry, I assume you mean there was a lack of sex in your opinion, which you have to sit down with your partner and communicate these things, because there often is a reason for a lack of sex. Granted, as time goes on, as you get older perhaps, libido diminishes. It's natural. However, in a lot of cases, I truly believe that your partner just doesn't feel like having sex with you anymore. Maybe the relationship has gone dry, but because you are no longer showing love, or that there is no more romanticism left in the relationship. A lot of times, the people who do say the relationship is dry and sexless don't make an effort to actually love their partner and just associate sex with love. That isn't the case. You can very much love someone without sex, and sex doesn't equal love. You can very much have sex with someone and not give a shit about them. So that's, I'm not going to say that's what's happened here, because I don't know the backstory. I'm just pointing it out that it's an interesting thing to consider, because him using terms like hook up, I just got this picture in my mind of like a Playboy type guy. Do you know what I mean?
He would go online and chat with different profiles. That was when he met a woman he hit it off with. Her name was Amy.
When I got divorced, I was still texting her on Instagram, and then just reach out and talk to somebody, because I would do that. I would talk to people, and I just reached out and we just briefly talked. Her main account, which is like got 23 posts, just a picture of her face, is private. What had happened is I actually got my account removed or suspended or whatever.
That's weird.
When I came back, it took me at least a month to find her again, but I was trying to find her. Eventually, I was able to locate her, and she was one that I definitely had a lot in common
How the
with.
hell did you do that?
Born in 1970, which would make her 55, probably about 5'3", 5'4", maybe. Blondish hair. She used to have what you call like a Jessica Rabbit type figure.
Chill out.
She has put on some weight. She
Oh.
was up to, she said, around 170 pounds or something. And she sent me a picture. It did look like she was up to about that weight. Her face was bigger, still had the curves. You know, she had some Botox done on her lips and her eyes. I think she had a nose job as well. She had breast implants. She was a restaurant manager for like 10 years at a...
Yeah. Restaurant manager, let me serve you up something here, mate. I don't like the fact that he seemed a little too fixated on the weight there. From her pictures, she looks like she's up to that weight. How do you know? You got some kind of weird vision that calculates people's weight once you look at them. What the hell are you talking about, man? Again, the hookup language, right? A little bit fixated on the weight. Dry marriage. It's giving disgusting a bit. Do you know what I mean? Also to note, he divorced his ex-wife because the marriage went dry. So, look, I'm not saying sex is not important, because in some relationships, I guess it is important. But please recognize it's not the only thing that is important. So, I'm watching you, all right? So far, I ain't got good vibes about you.
restaurant in New York, Taparia. She wanted to get a house with plenty of dogs and room to grow vegetables and a garden. And I said, great, South Carolina's a great place. If you want to go to North Carolina, we could do North Carolina too. The question was always, how am I going to get out of New York City? When I'd say, just come down here. Well, honey, I have this apartment. I just can't leave this apartment.
Frank and Amy fell in love and had plans for their future together. She was still stuck in New York, and that's when Frank stepped in to help her financially.
The first time that I actually paid her any money was in October of 2021. She said it was an emergency because someone was leaving messages on her phone. She got all worried. She didn't know who this person was. He even slipped a note under her door, but she didn't have any clue, which, by the way, led me to buying her a Ring camera for her apartment.
Goodness, the light shining bright above there. I'm the one who had a bright idea. How about when you are being harassed by someone, you contact authorities and not your so-called lover online? I'm just putting that out there. That might be a better thing to do in terms of precaution. Just little. Also, 4 years, and I'm gonna presume you've not video called or anything. That's quite sad. 4 years you being strung along. Hey, you do you though, man.
I do believe she's living in New York. When I sent her a package, I've had Amazon packages delivered to there.
Well, that doesn't
on her
mean
washing machine.
That doesn't mean
Had
she's
that
there.
delivered to the house, of course. That was the first time that I can recall giving her any money for anything. That was October of 2021.
Yeah, just, buying someone a washing machine. That's the first time. As you do, right? DL, man. Can you buy me a washing machine? Washing machine's a bit shifty right now, mate. Buy me one.
After sending a washing machine and Ring camera, it soon escalated into bigger expenses.
I started paying her bills. I felt like this person was in need of money, and I had to be divorced and having a good job. I was like, well, I'll start paying your rent and, your phone bill. And, she'd be crying every night. I need to find a job. I need to just find a job.
How's she paying rent?
Relying on you. I'm sorry. Of course, me. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I've got you. Guys, this is what God wants for now. That's fine. It was rent, all your gas, light, water, cable.
Hold on. I find it interesting he's just chucked God into the mix there. This is what God wants. I imagine you saying God or bringing up God means you're religious. Or are you religious just in this context? Just to make it work between you and Amy? Because when it was you and your ex-wife, where was God? Gives me the vibes. You weren't really thinking about God then, God wants you to be together in your marriage. You've said your vows and everything. No, there's no more sex. I'm gone. Is that what God wanted? He's giving, huh? He's giving one of those guys. I'm not gonna, I don't even know his name. I forgot his name. Frank, is it? Frank. Let me be frank with you, Frank. I'm not having a good time here, alright? Right now I've got a little ember, a little singe in my booty. If you dare evolve me into a Charizard where my entire backside is ablaze, you've got problems. I'll come for you, mate.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
Every phone, and they all went to Cash App. Eventually, I would just give her the card.
Sure.
A picture of it. She said, I delete this picture every time after I use it.
What?
Which made me think, why would she be a scammer? She could easily take that card. Of course, now all the credit cards are matched, and she can't use them anyway. But
shut your mouth, okay? This, as I was talking about earlier, ring ring, who's that? Lack of common sense. I don't care if you know the person or not. Don't be sending pictures of your credit card to people. Like, put aside the fact you really trust this person or not. That picture is now, even if you do send it through WhatsApp, which, supposedly is encrypted and whatnot, it's still out there. It's floating about in the interwebs, through the cracks and the crevices of data. It's somewhere. Just be careful. You never really know who's going to get their hands on a picture of your bloody credit card. This guy is thinking with the downstairs too much, all right? The light is shining above you. Oh, but the light is on in the basement downstairs. I butchered the delivery of that. Damn it. But maybe Amazon could deliver it since he wants to send... Okay, that didn't really make sense either.
Frank sent over $40,000 to Amy over the course of them talking. All of a sudden, someone from Amy's past came back. That would throw a wrench in their relationship.
what happened was, she could sense
wrench.
That, I don't have a lot of money. I'm running out here. And the former mafia boyfriend named Marco, who throughout this time was intermittently in between, showing up, calling her, offering her money, telling her he loved her. I said, you need to get rid of his number. He's not a good guy. He's in the mafia. I was very jealous, of course, of somebody who had unlimited funds and was an ex-boyfriend and had a lot of ties with her.
Look, for the safety of you, if you're involved with someone who has ties to the mafia like this, probably stay away. All right? Just make up a story that you're not interested because you have commitment issues or something, and you run away. All right? Don't be foolish. Don't try and interject yourself into some kind of love triangle. We're going to end up on some kind of A24 movie. You get caught in the crossfire. Just stay out of it, man. Boss man, I don't know Wagwan, but that can't run. In all seriousness though, if you do recognize someone is just using you for money, real or not, catfish or not, leave that person alone. Alright, protect your own self, obviously protect your finances, but protect your mental health as well. Because this person has clearly shown in 4 years they have no interest in meeting you. You're just being swindled. You run away, alright? Protect yourself, life is short. Money, especially in this economy, is so precious. Treat your life with that same level of preciousness, alright? And I have to ask again, if she's getting bills paid and whatnot, how is she paying for her rent? Because she said she needs a job or whatever. So what's going on here? Is she slyly getting money from Marco on the side? Oh, at least it's not the Turkish mafia this time, though, innit?
When she didn't seem to want to break those ties. By this time said, my next rent's going to be $1,800.
Goodness.
I was paying $800 up until this
You're
time.
a fool,
and I
mate.
had to pay my own rent. Well, my friend, He said, you know what, Frank, I'm going to send you $1,000.
Who's
I
Glenn?
thought, great, Glenn sends me 1,000. Maybe I can come up with 800. And she got very mad. She didn't like when people knew her business. She said, nope, I'm not accepting it. Don't ever tell your family or anybody our business.
Hold on, did he ask his friend for money to pay this woman? Like, oh my god, man. So you're basically using your friends. I'd love to know if he told his friend the truth. I assume maybe a little bit of the facts were covered up. She does say no one needs to be knowing my business, so I guess he did say, hey, I need to... I don't know. I don't feel like he would have told his friend the whole truth, because I feel like the friend would have said, that's crazy, I ain't doing that, but maybe you got good friends. Cherish them. Gosh.
My business. It was too late anyway. Glenn was going to send it. I cashed out it right away to her. I was all excited. I was so happy. You know, I did a great thing.
Did you?
She said, I hate to ask you. I'm very embarrassed. But, you know, do you have that other 800? And I said, no, I don't. I can't. I'm trying to pay my own rent. And all of a sudden it changed from that point on. She said, I got to make a call right now. I'll call you right back. I knew who she was going to call.
What's with the
Marco's
voice as
sending
well?
a cab for me right now, and I'm going to go to his apartment and get the money. And I thought, oh gosh, this is over. You know, I know what adults do. You know, mafia figures do not give you $800 for nothing. Well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go homeless? I don't think so. I've been here 20 years. I am not losing my house. I have to do what I have to do. And I said, so you'll let the devil pay your rent? And she goes, if the devil has to pay my rent, he will.
The Devil Wears Prada. Who remembers that movie? I don't know what relevance it has here. We're talking about the devil, apparently. I love the fact he brought up the mafia, Donnie, and was like, oh, the mafia is not going to just pay 800 for nothing. Is he insinuating the mafia guy wants some sex out of it as well? Because, obviously, I don't know Frank's intentions here. But is he doing all of this out the kindness of his heart? You know, let's ask questions here, you know. You can shit on the frickin' mafia, Donnie, as much as you want. But you want something out of this as well. Alright, let's just cut the bullshit here. You know, you're not doing this because you've seen some poor woman in need, right? You've got on your shining horse with your social justiceness. You're not doing it because you care, really. Or at least that's the vibe I'm getting. I could be very wrong.
But going to a mafia figure and having no morals is definitely a line I couldn't cross.
Marco helping Amy out caused a rift between her and Frank.
All right.
Meanwhile, Frank's son had to help cover bills back home.
You know, even though I'm a victim, my oldest son is as well, because
Correct.
he was paying rent for pretty much the last couple months. He had a pretty good savings account, and we were digging into that to pay our rent, and I was paying, you know, her rent with my money, and I liken it to a person on drugs. I would do anything for that money almost.
Addiction definitely plays a big role in a lot of these stories. I appreciate the fact that he's specified his son is also a victim in this, because a lot of victims don't consider that, and I wish a lot of victims did. We touched on, not long ago, the fact that some victims say, it's my money, let me do what I want. Yeah, cool, it's your money. But please consider the fact that when you are at a point where your money has run out, who are you going to turn to? You're going to turn to the people around you, and you're going to make them suffer as a result as well. So it's no longer just your money. Are you then going to say, or would you allow another person? You ask them, hey, I've run out of money because I've been fool-ish, or a complete fool. There's no ish about this. And they turn around and say to you, no, it's my money. I'm not going to give it to you. Imagine the reaction of that victim saying, no, I'm XYZ to you. You should give it to me. Oh, so now it's my money is no longer a good excuse, is it? We might have got a bit off topic there, but hopefully that makes sense. Good on this guy for saying that. He admits that, at least. Well done.
You know, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'll just, you know, I'll get a good job and I'll just pay my son back, you know. I do think she is who she says she is. The fact that you had gone to morally bankrupt yourself at one point in your life and throw away 4 years of what we had.
What did you have?
A guy that could pay your rent and also do adult stuff with. Now, physically, I think she's still attractive, but there's plenty of women out there that are physically attractive. I don't need to hook up with one that's been lying to me for 4 years and done what she did and could possibly do again.
Shut up, man. You've obviously, I think the hookup was mentioned in this particular part, but the way it was edited made it seem like he said it twice. But he just, by mentioning hookup, you're not mentioning building a life together. Or have I just missed it? There's nothing here that screams building a life together. Because obviously he's mentioned hookup. And also everything that you've had, she's thrown away in the 4 years. What did you have? You don't think you've had anything, mate. You are guessing her height. So you really don't know much about her. But sure, the fact she threw it away for someone who can pay her rent, when that's what you were doing, you were paying her rent. So it's crazy you don't see the irony in this. But also, to do adult stuff with. Sex, is it, mate? What's wrong with you? Sex? Adult stuff. Yeah.
Stick around until the end, Seekers.
I'll be here.
We'll fly to New York and confront Amy in person.
Hi, my name's Brienne. Hi. Do you know who Frank is?
Come in.
Okay.
Oh.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing.
Do that.
And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Do that to this one too.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
Why?
Have you been communicating with someone online?
Why
but
don't you
something
share
just
it?
Doesn't feel right? You're not alone. And we're here to help. Our expert search specialist can investigate your case and help you uncover the truth.
Yeah.
And don't worry, this is completely private and confidential and is separate from our YouTube channel. Submitting your case does not mean it will be featured on our YouTube.
Yeah.
If you need answers, click the link in this episode's description to submit your case now.
Yeah.
We're here to help you get the clarity you deserve.
Yeah.
After reviewing Frank's case, a few days later, Brienne and David sat down to come up with a game plan.
Hold on a second, because I've just remembered this Donnie was getting swindled since 2021, right? Do you not seek any other help outside of the Catfish team 4 years later? I know the whole FBI thing was mentioned, but anyone else? It's incredible to me, the sheer length of this relationship, and other stories as well that go on for a very long time. At how long they go on for, and people seemingly are happy to be there, just essentially taking the shit of another individual. Please, everyone, recognize your worth, okay? Please.
I mean, sounds like there's a potential this could be real, especially since he's sending stuff to a single person.
Although, let's clarify something there. Recognize your worth, yes. But in a lot of cases, unfortunately on this show, the victim is a sack of shit. I'm not saying this guy is a sack of shit, alright? You make your own mind up on that, alright? I'm just saying, he's put himself in this position, to be honest. But you know your worth. Don't accept people's bullshit.
Yeah.
But 4 years, that's a long time to be doing this. Why all of a sudden now is he reaching out to us?
Yeah, 4 years is a really long time.
That's
It's at the
basically
point
what I
where
said.
He's living off of credit cards. He can no longer pay her rent, and he even asked a friend to help out.
Nah,
I mean, leaning on
ridiculous.
somebody else to pay your bills after sending money to a stranger is pretty wild. I think we need to go to Brooklyn, see who received those packages, and give Frank some clarity.
I agree with you.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see if they're real or fake.
Okay.
Alright, Seekers, it was time to hop on another plane.
Oh, bro.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay, I don't know what's happened here. I've rewound the entire video, it seems. So I'll catch up and point out what I was gonna point out.
Oh, brother, this guy
guy stinks!
Okay, basically I rewound now, or rewinded forward, technically. Back to the Future style. Shut up. Basically, watch this particular part. I find it hilarious at how awkward it is when they just stop speaking to each other. And then, like, David looks at, I guess, like, a producer maybe in the background. Look.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see if
There,
they're
let's do
fake.
this.
Okay.
Oh!
Alright, Seekers, it was time to hop on another plane. This time we were flying from California to New York City. Brienne, David, and Connor met up to try and figure out who was accepting all of these packages that Frank was sending to Myra.
Man, I'm beat. Like, we've been traveling all day. We've been up since 4. But we're here, we're in New York. So what do we have to work with?
He sent over some videos. But when I watched the video back, it's a Whirlpool and the receipt says a GE washing machine.
The invoice looks legit.
Here's the thing about the invoice though. There were 4 charges for $160 for like piece of plastic or some sort of piping or something.
Okay, can I even make sense of this, what I'm looking at here? The company you can trust. Yeah, that's funny. That washing machine was losing its mind, surely. That can't be just me looking at that thinking the devil has got inside that washing machine. What's going on there, bro? I feel like that's too aggressive. The clothes can't be that dirty. I feel like that's not a thing, but let me know in the comments. Obviously, I don't sit there staring at my washing machine, but it doesn't shake like that.
So it was like a random cost for like $160. So that's what was weird with the whole thing when I was looking at that receipt.
To top it off, she, I guess, supposedly asked him to purchase stabilizing pads from Amazon because she said that this is making too much noise in her apartment.
Oh, yeah,
so
fair.
She asked him to buy additional.
It was going crazy, mate.
When they install it, don't they balance the washing machine? Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that a brand new washing machine would go brrrr. Yeah, like there's things at the bottom where you like level out the washing machine. I couldn't see like a brand new washing machine like doing that.
Look up to the heavens. I'll give you the answer you're looking for. To play devil's advocate, of course, because the devil is making an appearance so many times in this. Bloody hell. It could be a faulty washing machine. Maybe they installed it wrong. I mean, it's very possible, right? However, I'm glad that it wasn't just me that thought that washing machine's going too crazy. So, shout out me. I'm a washing machine expert.
Why would you not send any pictures? Why would you not video chat?
True. That doesn't make sense. She like would take a video of the washer, but she doesn't want to like take a video of her face.
Yeah, exactly.
Any other questions we have, let's get in writing. Let's have everything printed out. So when we go to the door, we'd be like, hey, we have questions about this, 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 and this. This guy's giving you $50,000 and, you know, like there's these discrepancies, like what's going on, and see if knows who he is.
Alright, Seekers, the team went to bed, unfortunately, with so many questions that needed answers. The next morning, they got straight to work.
Hello?
Hi, Frank. This is Brienne.
Yes, how are you?
Good, good. Couple bombs. Let's start with number 1.
God, I thought she said couple bombs.
We're in New York. We're coming up with a plan on how to approach her or whoever's living there. Does she like flowers?
She likes plants. I forget what her favorite plant is, but yes.
What? Oh my God, and she's throwing away everything that you've been through in 4 years, and you don't know her favorite plant. Plant, by the way. She likes plants. So what, are they gonna get her grass, mate? What are you on about? Like...
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Editing H here, before anyone asks, no, this isn't some kind of freaky Friday night session. It's when I itch myself, I just decide to turn red like a tomato. Very sensitive skin. Or you could say, I've decided to claw out my flesh at my stupidity there. Hence the idiot sandwich meme. I genuinely forgot in that moment that people can buy plants. I don't know what happened, but maybe I was just flabbergasted at all the bullshit in this that I just forgot basic things. I've even bought my mum plants that go in the house, mate. So I don't know what I was thinking of. So I had to interject because I anticipate comments saying you can buy plants. Yeah, I know, guys, but I just forgot in that moment. Anyway, goodbye.
Okay. So if you bought her a plant and I'm there to
What do you
deliver a
mean?
plant to her, this would not be suspicious.
What plant?
Correct. I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Preference on the plant, indoor, outdoor?
Indoor.
Indoor. Okay.
Once we decided on the gift that we were going to be giving Amy, we headed to a local market and picked out a plant. The plan was to play the role of Frank's delivery crew
what's
to
that?
ensure she would answer the door.
What water
I
is
think
that?
you need to get
La
a
Croix?
few answers first. Do you know Frank? How long have you known him for? He really was in love with you. Did you have those feelings for him? Why didn't you ever video chat?
Next stop, Amy's apartment.
Ring, ring. Oh. Wait, what?
Hello? Come in.
Sorry.
Oh, this is Brienne. I have a package.
Yes, push the door handle down.
Got it.
Well, technically you've lied, but I guess makes sense. Maybe.
Beautiful.
It is nice.
That might be her, David.
Might be who? Although the stairs is giving evil vibes. Like a haunted house.
Hi, my name's Brienne. Hi. I have this. Oh, little guy. I have this plant here. Do you know who Frank is?
Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Frank wanted us to give you this plant.
Frank?
Yes, he said you like plants.
Nothing suspicious
Okay,
about that.
So let me explain some things, the reason why we're here, if that's okay. So me and my husband, we own our own company, socialcatfish.com. Frank had reached out to us because he said he...
Come in.
Okay.
Amy invited us in and answered all of the questions regarding her relationship with Frank. We flew back to California the next day to set up a meeting with Frank and show him the footage of our meeting with Amy and hopefully clear everything up.
Yeah.
Frank, how's it going?
Bad day, bad week. Yeah.
Because of everything that's happened, or?
Yeah. I wish I hadn't taken it this far. Let's just say that.
Well, let's go into that. I mean,
it was childish of me. And,
correct.
I ended up hurting, people instead.
Are you two talking right now or no?
No, we haven't talked in a while. And
What do you mean she hasn't spoken to you in a while? I thought you guys spoke like 3-4 days ago.
yeah, that was like Saturday. And it, she got on camera and it seemed like it was okay, but it went south.
Wait.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like she teeter-tottered a lot.
She went on camera?
Yeah, I will say, she was actually really excited and flattered. She was totally flattered, when we showed up. I mean, she said it how many times?
So many times. She had mixed emotions. She did say she felt flattered that you would go to this extent to validate who she is, but then she also felt somewhat offended.
Well, come on now. Let's stop that right now. Offended? I mean, if 4 years, unless I've missed something here, did they call on video or not? I don't know, but I would say even 4 years video calling and not actually finding the time to meet one another, I'm gonna have suspicions as well, because that's just a bit strange to me anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. 4 years I don't meet you and we're supposedly in love and whatnot. I'm gonna feel a type of way about it. So I see why she's offended, because obviously you don't want bloody to be investigated for catfishing, do you know what I mean? But she has to understand, which I guess that's the mixed emotions. But he just said she came on camera, so What's going on? Have I missed an important part or something? Also, him saying it's not been a good day, good week, right? I think a lot of people will be able to recognize that they are financially hurting themselves before it's too late. So please, if you are in a position that you do recognize you are hurting yourself, I hope you can find it within yourself to stop. And if you feel like you need professional support, go ahead and ask for it. The strength in vulnerability.
That's about right, but
I also think though, when you spend 4 years talking to somebody and you've spent tens of thousands of dollars giving money to somebody,
gifts.
It doesn't matter, gifts or whatever. Like, look, you gave this person money, you willingly gave them money. I'm not saying that she was scamming you. I'm saying, but you gave her tens of thousands of dollars. Like, that's not a normal thing, you know? Like, you don't meet somebody online and then they just start asking for money or asking for help.
They never asked. They never asked for money.
What is it about that made you feel scammed? Like, what about this relationship made you feel scammed?
Well, if you look on ChatGPT.
What? Why? Why?
And you look under the definition of love romance scam, that's what it looked like. And then my mind started wandering and going off from there.
ChatGPT'd it.
So ChatGPT told you you're in a romance scam.
Yes, all points.
But did you know that ChatGPT isn't always 100% accurate?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's dig in a little bit because you had some questions, and the main question is like, why is this person not getting on video chat with me, right, after 4 years? Mm-hmm. We have that answer, and we have the footage, and so we want to show it to you right now.
But he just said she went on camera as well. I don't understand what's going on. Oh.
Just start off by saying,
yes.
I have not been in a relationship for over 7 years. Because I don't trust people.
Yeah.
Men, sorry, no offense to you guys, but they really haven't had a good rap.
Yeah.
And so for him to think that way about me, it's incredible.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's sad, actually.
Yeah.
Really.
Did you have feelings for him?
Look, I love him. You know how much I miss, like, even having Bible study with him. It sucks.
Why did you guys stop talking?
Because I have a friend of mine from the past that was helping me. I needed help, and sometimes he wasn't able to help. I'm like, hey, I'm not working right now. Yeah. I don't want to be in the street either, you know? So I need help. This guy, no strings attached. He's just a really good friend from the past. And he was like, if you ever need help, hey, I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
Right.
For him to go this far, I know he loves me.
Well,
I'm
nice
so
She loves me and
confused.
she's on camera saying it.
I'm so confused, bro. What she described, is that love then? Like, her friend helps her, but now you no longer speak to each other, and that's love. Is that love? That doesn't seem like love to me. What, is this a case of she's not allowed to have friends? Because what the hell is wrong with you? Literally, if that's the case, you're a strange individual. So, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I watching here? I'm watching freaking high school teenagers in a relationship or something.
You know, really.
I don't know, mate.
I don't know if that's the case now.
I don't know.
We just have to, you know, try to not get in a relationship with her, but just, you know, start like a friendship from new.
Did you guys, both of you, typically say I love yous to each other?
Oh, yeah. We called each other fiance.
Well,
so you had
cringe,
mentioned
but
that they were gifts, which I understand that. I'm not getting into her business. I don't know her situation, work, anything else. It's none of my business, but it does sound like she needed help and she was getting help from you. Like, so it wasn't necessarily, I don't know if she was asking you for money or, saying, hey, I need this or I don't have this.
Look, I said it in the beginning. It screams of sugar daddy without the sugar. Do you know what I mean? You've run out of sugar. You tried to go to your neighbor's house. They didn't have the sugar. You're out of sugar, mate. However, by her also saying that she loves him, you know, I struggle to believe that, to be honest. I don't know if I'm maybe reaching here or I'm a bit harsh, but think of it this way. Someone claims to love you, but you telling them you can't afford to support them and your own living situation, to the point where you're asking friends, you know, your son is helping you as well. Does that person love you? Because they are making you destitute in the process. Like, cool, you need help with your rent, but then so does Frank. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't really believe there's much genuine love there. But, hey-ho, what do I know, right? I also think it's interesting that earlier on when she said, I don't want no one knowing about my business. If he's got no money and you so desperately want the money, like, he has to go somewhere. But then again, if she's not asking for the help, which kind of she was, but like, you know, both peeps are wrong here. Yeah, he's foolish for doing what he's doing, and like, she's taking advantage of him at the same time. So, chalk it up to you just been swindled either way, and just move on with your life.
I was married for 29 years, and I think that a guy should provide for the woman.
Did you ever feel like she was with you because she needed help?
Okay, well, there's a strong possibility of that in my opinion. But going off of what he said there, I understand that, you know, traditional roles and all that stuff. However, just because you are the man in the relationship, yeah, it doesn't mean even as you become destitute or mentally drained, physically exhausted, it doesn't mean that your partner should just let you continuously defeat your own self. All right? If you truly love each other, this is my point, you're going to help each other out. You're going to come to a compromise. You're not going to freaking sit there and watch your partner wither away just because, hey, you're the man, right? If you truly love each other, you're going to come to a compromise. If you don't truly love each other, then, well, that's another story then.
Or
Never.
I will say one thing she did state many, many times while we were there, she loves you and that she misses the time that you had, and she really cherished like the Bible studies and the time that you guys were able to talk, and it was very special to her. And then when you blocked her, like, it was a panic for her, like, and she messaged you and her son and nobody responded, and it was like devastating for her.
Yeah. And again, authorities said to do that, and you're thinking scam, and you know.
Why did you go to the authorities?
On internet, ChatGPT, go to the authorities and report this right away.
So, but what made you suspicious enough to start putting it in ChatGPT? Was it the fact that she would never get on video chat with you?
Yeah, I mean,
what was it?
Bro, I don't know if it's come up on the screen right now, but my laptop has decided to say low battery. That's exactly how I feel, laptop.
This is great banter.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they're kind of like, I don't know if they've also been swindled by the woman here, but like, they're kind of like pushing him to continue this, when I don't think it's not correct to push anyone to be in a relationship they don't want to be in anyway. But two, look at the position he's in because of this relationship. Granted, yes, he's done it to himself as well, alright? I'm not saying he's faultless in this. But she is also taking advantage, because you say you love this person so much, repeatedly on camera, but you're not video calling? You're not meeting up? In 4 years, you have never found the time to meet up, is it? I don't know, man. The apartment looked nice as well. I'm not saying just because it looks nice that means it's expensive or whatever. But like, I don't know, man. It's not. I just don't feel comfortable watching this. I don't know what's going on really. I don't feel like it's good on either part.
Your mind plays tricks with you. I mean, and mine does. I have a wild imagination. One thing led to another, and here I am today. Broken. seriously broken.
I'm going to shift some gears here. There's been a lot of talk about this washing machine because you sent over 2 videos of this supposed washing machine and it was breaking down, it was noisy, she was having issues.
One thing we noticed was like we saw the video of the washing machine, right? And then we saw the receipt. We're like, wait, the model number and the brand of the washing machine are not the same one in the video. And so we literally spent like hours digging into this, only to find that she had exchanged the washing machine. And then when she got there, she actually showed us the washing machine.
And he started having suspicions. He's like, hey, look, like, I haven't met her face to face. I haven't done a video call. There was this whole like washer chat, you know, like, I mean, maybe you want to break down the washer situation.
The washing machine?
Yes.
I have the washing machine. Want to see it?
Yeah. Should we see it? I mean,
Sorry,
shoot.
my house is
No, oh my gosh.
I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
We came here unannounced, so.
This is my washing machine.
That's a massive apartment, though.
To buy for me.
So it's a GE.
Frank, this is the washing machine.
It was a Whirlpool.
They changed it because it was a boom, 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 boom. And still, it's like, it's the worst.
Wow.
It's a junk.
So it is the right washing machine. So we were able to debunk that.
She's always been 100% honest.
Some of the information that was revealed to us by Amy, and that was the fact that you guys had multiple opportunities to meet and it was never pursued. And she did use some examples. Do you want to speak to that?
Okay.
Yeah, good question. Well,
Hold on a second there, mate. Because now I guess we're going to come to what I was talking about then. Because if it is so-called love that you're both sharing, you would have found some point to meet. So I love the fact that we're just dropping it here because the victim has actually swindled me then as well. Because if she has made an attempt to meet up and you, Frank, are the one to not do it, then you've made me look like an idiot.
do work a lot now, okay? There are plane tickets, there's hotels, because I'm not going to stay in her apartment. We're Christians. We're not going to do that. A hotel in New York, I'm sure you realize, is kind of expensive.
Hold on. Again, this mentioning of God and Christianity, you left your wife because the relationship dried up. You didn't clarify what that actually means. So when usually people say a relationship is dry, it means there's no sex. So was that the Christian thing to do? To leave your wife because there's no sex? Like, can we have context here? I feel like there's too many inconsistencies here. There's too many holes that are just left uncovered.
I'm not the most well-off person in the world, so a lot had to do with finances.
Right, you shut up there because you spent all this money buying her washing machines and paying her rent, but you couldn't meet up. What is going on in this story? Like, I still get the feeling, yes, he's a foolish man, but also, she kind of just, you know, hey, if this guy's paying it, then F it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. I don't know what to think anymore.
I would say, because I definitely wanted to go up too, you know?
Yeah, but you didn't, so...
Something that we work with all the time are red flags, and so he's like, yep, haven't met her in person, yep, haven't video chatted.
So many opportunities.
Oh, F you, Frank. F you. F you.
That makes sense.
He was supposed to come here for his uncle's, I think it was like a...
So Frank dropped the ball. He never came to visit. That was it.
Frank, you stood her up.
Because his uncle passed away and they were going to do this dinner here. And I was like, great, so then I'll go visit you guys when you're here.
Yeah.
Never showed up. I said, when
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Here,
I think I have the text. I'm like, so when are you guys deciding to come? He's like, I don't know yet, but my cousin's supposed to be paying. My uncle's supposed to be paying for all the stuff for us to go.
Yep, that's what happened. I was all excited too. I'm like, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Well, we have another clip to play. It's in regard to her ex. I know me and you have spoken about that before.
Oh, the
Frank.
mafia, Donnie.
What is his relationship with her that you know of?
He's been a close family friend.
Aside of him, you did come to us because you thought she was talking to other people online, or possibly receiving gifts from other people. Is that correct?
That's what I thought. Yeah, internet searches do wonders.
What did you find that would make you think she was talking to someone else?
Other people's opinion, ChatGPT.
What is going on here, bro? What's this ChatGPT talk all the time? ChatGPT told you that this specific woman, Amy, is talking to other people, did it? Because how the hell would it know that? Shut the hell up now, man. Now you're pissing me off. Alright, now you're pissing me off because I was cutting you some slack, right? Yeah, maybe Amy loves you, but no video. That's still actually a weird thing, by the way. No video calls in 4 years, but you both claim to love each other. I still think that's pretty weird. But the fact that you yourself haven't made any attempt to actually go see her, that's shifty on you as well. And the fact that she was saying, come on, let's meet. You've made me look foolish. So I can only apologize if I seemed a fool about 10 minutes ago. But F you, shut up with ChatGPT. You're asking it everything. Shut up.
There's a lot of stuff in ChatGPT.
Oh my God.
You know, sometimes it's just best to go straight to the source, you know? Like if you love and care about somebody and they
literally,
love and care about
bro.
you, there's a trust factor, right? And so, you know, if you go out and instead of ChatGPTing it or asking family members what they think, you know, you go directly to them and say, hey, look, you know, I feel insecure about X because of X. Like, you know, what should I be thinking here?
As I said, although I don't expect a guy who, without any additional context, just on the surface of things, left his marriage because it was dry. I don't expect him to communicate with the person he so-called loves. So, it makes sense, actually. He'd go to ChatGPT, the soulless life form that is ChatGPT. It makes sense.
That's why I'm very, very thankful that you opened the door and you let us in. Wish you.
Yeah, I didn't mind because I'm waiting for her food.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He ordered food for me. I'm not gonna say no to that. I can't. My daughter doesn't got it like she doesn't have it. I mean, she's working 2 jobs just to make ends meet here.
Yeah.
I mean, she said it there. She's not gonna say no. So, you know, kind of she is taking advantage. But like, if he keeps on doing it, yeah, I mean, like if someone wants to send me a new washing machine, I can't stop you if that's really what you want to do. So I see both sides of it.
New York is not easy to live.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
You know, so whatever you could get to make money, I'm gonna make. I'm not like I don't get money from men. It's just one person, and because we had, you know, a relationship at one point. He has his own life with a girl. She even knows about me. But
What?
If I need help, hey, I need dog food. I'm not gonna be like, hey, can I get my nails done? I don't do that.
Yeah.
It's for her and my little dog that passed.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, you don't owe anybody any explanations. You don't
No,
have to
no,
like, that's
no,
your
no.
life. You're a grown-ass woman, and you decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's questioning you, then that's not the person. I'm sorry. You don't trust me. You have friends, like, they were in your life way longer than this person. I apologize. You're not married to that person. Like, I'm sorry.
Like she said, a meal is a meal. If you're not making any money and someone offers, that's hard to turn down, you know?
When we had that conversation,
I mean,
she was being
you're a
very
fool,
open,
innit?
you know,
So-
yeah, he does buy me this, and this is why he does it. I didn't see her holding back anything.
Yeah, that's your fault, innit?
So what about that was bothersome for you?
You know, it's jealousy. Jealousy.
Well, you got-
I'm here in South Carolina, and I can't do anything.
You know, I see both sides.
Can I? Hey! Hold on.
I see. I mean, first of all, shame on you for not going to visit her.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you love and care about somebody, you'll figure out
Facts.
how to do it, find the money. You should have visited her. I think
Yeah.
you dropped the ball there, and there could have been something, and maybe there still is. I hope that you guys can mend things and move forward.
Yeah.
At the same time, if I was with somebody and saying I love yous and talking to them every night, and whether you were saying their gifts, whatever it is, if I had given 5 figures, you know, and money to somebody to help them out, I would be jealous if the day I couldn't help them out, they found somebody else to start helping them.
Oh. Actually, let's hold on there. Actually, I see it, to be honest, but I feel like you should take that jealousy and just accept it, maybe move on with your life. Do you know what I mean? Because if you are jealous and you haven't even met each other, you got serious issues. But I do understand if you've sent X amount of money, it's like, I just don't know what's going on, really.
Also, if you're at the point of you're going to lose your domicile,
what?
You know,
what's that?
You might want to give that person a little leeway too. And I did not.
What is
you know, when we talked to her initially, like the second day, she said you guys were going to continue Bible study together. Is that the case, or is that just not going to happen?
We thought about it, and well, that was the initial hope, you know. So I just read the Bible on my time, and I'm sure she does herself. But I just hope, you know, she forgives me. I think she does, but you know, it's one of those forgive but can't forget type things.
Well, hopefully Amy sees this, and hopefully she knows where your heart is. You know, I wish you two the best of luck, and I hope that at least you can be friends, you know, and still talk a little bit after this.
Right. I hope so.
I hope so too. I know Bible study was a really big part of your guys' lives, and
every day for 3 years.
That was actually the thing that when we spoke to her, that was the thing that got her extremely emotional and she was upset over, is the fact that she really missed Bible studies. And it sounded like, you know, maybe that was a decision you guys both made to cut it off. I'm not sure.
Is it just me that is getting childish from them? Like, as a relationship, quote unquote, it screams childish. Oh, you got this other guy in your life. I don't like it. And then her, I mean, I'm going to take your money because you're offering. Like, that's where I see the both sides of things, because, like, no video calls in 4 years is still weird. Like, let's not get that misconstrued. But if you're offering money, I'm taking it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's childish, it's confusing, and
it wasn't. It was my, you know, refusal to answer any calls because I was told not to.
If Amy changes her mind and she decides to reach out to me, I did leave her a voicemail. I did reach out. I'll let you know. I'll give you an update. So if all else fails, I just hope that she watches this video.
And I will leave it with this, right? So for you and for her, if you guys decide to meet, we can help, you know, facilitate that, get flights, hotel for you, do it in a safe way that her family.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. If that works out, I would be first on the flight.
I mean, we'll help do it in a safe way. The offer's there, and so, you know, we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
But we thank you, Frank, so much.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wish you the best.
Take care. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
After finalizing this episode, Frank contacted us and contradicted parts of his original story. He also threatened to make untrue claims in order to force YouTube to remove the video. Out of caution and respect, we took great care to keep Amy completely anonymous, including changing her name, blurring her face, and removing any identifiable information. What in the shit has just happened here? What? Like, I was already confused and conflicted and freaking lost in the sauce, right? Now you're telling me Donnie's tried to get the video removed. And I said radio. I'm on a rodeo, apparently. I'm on the horse. I don't know what's going on. It's trying to buck me off. Why? What's happened here? He asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, go after them. I don't understand anything that's happening right now, man. I don't like this episode, because I'm just too confused. We sent the following final text to Frank. Jeez! Frank, you voluntarily agreed to participate in the interview with full knowledge that it would be published on YouTube. At the time, you acknowledged the purpose of your outreach was due to concerns about being scammed and having already sent gifts. Out of respect for Amy, identifying information was blurred and her name was changed. You later requested that we alter the story and other details, which was declined, as the integrity of our investigative work cannot be compromised. Following completion of the investigation, you and your family publicly requested the removal of the video in the comment section. This request came after you also inquired if our prior offer of a paid flight and hotel to meet Amy was still available. Please be advised no further edits will be made to the video, and the video will not be taken down. We require that you cease any further requests to remove or alter the content. What the So he still wants to meet her and take your offer to meet her. Pay for the flights and hotels, please. But take the video down. Do that for me, but take the video down. What? Alright. Basically, I've concluded Frank is probably not a good guy. So I have been justified in my feelings of disgust earlier on. So I don't understand this. I don't understand why he would want it changed, like, or removed. I don't. Maybe it makes him look bad because of the dry comment. What the Frank has asked us to remove this video, but we have decided to keep it up to ensure the story raises awareness while protecting identities. What's he said? Please take this down ASAP. I am Frank and I was 100% wrong for doing this. She is the most amazing person I've ever met and doesn't deserve this. Please take this down. I am Frank in this video. Okay, so he's basically just said the same thing. Please know this is not the result I desired for her. Are you, like, what are you talking about? How are you a member, by the way, of the channel, and you're doing a madness trying to get it removed and stuff? Surely this doesn't make any sense. Is it just me? I'm so confused. She's the most amazing person I've ever met. Bro, it sounds like you need therapy. I can't lie. And to be honest, I've talked about this on other videos concerning AI. If you're relying on chatbots and ChatGPT, don't know if that's a chatbot, but it's AI. It gave over-reliance on it. And I feel like you need therapy from a human because you have some conflicts internally that you need to sort out. Like, I understand it's natural to feel jealous because it happens, all right? People feel jealous, it happens. And I get it because you've supported her with X amount of money and she then turns to... I get it. However, that guy was already in her life and you've never met. So even if you did meet in person, you've got no control over the people in her life. Like, let's be honest here, okay? If the person is abusive or whatever, and you try and educate your partner like, hey, this person isn't good to keep around or whatever, that's one thing. But for supporting her, you got no leg to stand on in that regard. So you got, obviously, jealousy issues that you need to sort out. And then also this, because it seems like you've just flip-flopped. And I'm not really sure what you're talking about when you say this is not the result I desired for her. What result, bro? What did you expect to come out of this? I'm so confused, man. Oh. Oh my god.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream.
Go do that. I'm gonna go to TT section, right? Bloody... I hope some of the comments will be able to clarify things, because I've been bamboozled here. You know that jelly bean game? Bean boozled? I've been boozled. Do you get it? I'll be back in a jiffy. Whew. And breathe. Tantalizing talk section. That took a lot out of me, because I was completely flustered, okay? You had the Catfish team sort of sticking up for Amy. Then you have Frank chatting all sorts. Then you've got Amy, quote unquote Amy anyway, You've got her freaking laying down the smacker down. Look at me, I'm a nice person. I was like conflicted, and it's also late at night, so I'm like, what? Shut up, guys, too much going on here. I've had some time to, like, when I was looking through the comments and stuff. Here's what I think, yeah? Frank is a fool, because he's paying for a fantasy. I don't know why he didn't go meet up with her, right? If he's listening to ChatGPT, or if it's the fact he is scared. I ain't got a Scooby, alright? Freaking Velma, Shaggy, might as well throw Scooby in there as well. I'm going to shoehorn Fred and Daphne somehow into this segment, so keep your ears peeled. But that's the case with Frank. The Amy in question here, I'm sorry, I think I said it in the commentary, yeah? She was doing way too much. Like, I picked out some comments that, like, slapped me across the face because I was thinking, you know, when I was saying I see both sides, I see his side because, you know, no video call, etc., etc. Yeah, you know, he also didn't physically go and meet up with her. Where's the video calls? You know, when they were doing Bible studies, for example, is it on the phone? I guess so. But then in her aspect, I understand you claim to love someone. But as I was saying earlier, because you love someone, I don't believe in true love scenarios that you are going to let them destitute themselves for you. I don't know if that's some kind of bubble bursting, but that's what I believe. And then in the Catfish team's case, as I also said earlier, but then, you know, my mind just got kerfuffled. So that is proof that I should just listen to my guts and what I'm seeing. Just stay with it, man. I didn't agree with them trying to push this relationship because she is taking advantage. Do you know what I mean? New York. That apartment looks nice. And again, I'm not judging a book by its cover. Maybe that apartment is so cheap. But New York, I assume, in terms of pricing, it's like London, where even small places are expensive anyway. If you were struggling that much, why are you still there? So you're happy to take money from the person you love. So you're just going to stay there, is it? You're not going to downsize, is it? And then on his part, you know, he was just freaking agreeing to it anyway. And we'll get into some comments. He's a red flag in himself. So that's my thoughts. It's just so you know. Everyone has done wrong in this story. Everyone. First comment, Susan, shout out, TT member. Doesn't make sense to send 40k, but cannot afford to go to New York to meet. Because he sent the money, obviously, so he can't go anywhere. But instead of that, you should have used the money to meet up. But then again, would they have even met up? Because if he was sending the money for all these things, how are they going to ever meet up? So they were destined to not meet up, I think. She played her part, he played his. There you go. Next up, to clarify what I'm saying, this is a romance scam. The only difference is this woman used her real face and profile. She's taken advantage of him, and she knows it. To be honest, I kind of felt that when she was saying she felt offended. Like, on one hand, I get it. Like, it is a shitty feeling to be investigated for being a catfish. I get it. But you should understand it. It's not about when she was saying the mixed feelings. Oh, yeah, it's nice because it shows he loves me and stuff. Does it, though? Does it? So, yes, she is taking advantage of him. As much as she can try and swindle the Catfish team, and she didn't swindle me. You know, I'm going to stand firm. She didn't swindle me. My brain was just lost listening to everyone and stuff. All right, how about that? Damn right. I looked at my phone, I got an email. Who is it? So yeah, she is taking advantage, but there is no but. Whatever. Next up, going off the apartment, as I suspected. That place is at least $3,000 a month. She's definitely a scammer. Allegedly. We don't use definitely. Allegedly. At least 3,000. Again, I don't know. I don't live in the in New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can do. Oh, New York. That was the worst singing. So if anyone comments that it's bad, I agree with you on this part, actually. And I agree with you all the time. I'm not a good singer. But yeah, in New York, all the scammers are coming to get you. They're gonna fleece you of 40,000. That was better, wasn't it?
No, God!
True. I don't know about 3K and allegedly a scammer, but that place looked fancy, right? You heard me when I said that looks big. No, that's not what she said. That place looks big AF, bro. I'm sorry. So, next up, the walking red flag comment. This guy is a walking red flag himself. He's no victim. I don't even know what to begin with, right? Obviously, let's start with the marriage being dry. So, divorce, because that's apparently, you know, all the talk of Christian and God, and that's godly of you, huh? That's very, very Christian of you, man. No further context, just that. Also, his Instagram being banned. I think I picked out a comment regarding that anyway, but it was that comment that reminded me of it because I totally forgot. How did you get banned on Instagram? Because there's got to be a story there. You don't just get banned. Do you know what I mean? You ain't some kind of celebrity or something and you've been mass reported because people hate you or something. You know, what happened there? I don't want to say what I think because obviously it's just thoughts, but you might have done something naughty. You know what I mean? Then you've got the fact he was going off on one on her weight. You haven't even met her. What are you talking about? How have you developed this sort of control over her? Get a grip of your life. And that doesn't mean when you meet someone, you now control them. Comprehend, please. That's not what I'm saying. Get a grip. Then taking money. Oh, the microphone.
Good job, little buddy.
Okay, I'm back now. The microphone, along with the laptop running out of charge earlier, the microphone doesn't want to be a part of this either. Although I hit it. Anyway, the taking money from friends, again, I don't know if you told the friend the true story. Then you made your own self destitute, right? You could see, and this is what I mean. People can see when money is falling short, right? And I know there's the addiction aspect, but you continued it, right? And I don't know how good of it is to make your son now support you financially. That's a red flag. And I understand in certain circumstances, you know, people do need help. But you've put yourself in this position. Do you know what I mean? What else is a red flag? I'm trying to think. Obviously, you not meeting up with her. I mean, you spunked your money away, but, you know, you could have instead gone to see her. What else? What else? There's other things, all right? The less I think about this guy is probably best for my own sanity. He's a red flag. Oh, what? Of course, the Chat GPT thing. Donnie's listening to Chat GPT as if it's some kind of gospel. Get a grip of yourself and have some opinions of your own. Next up, going back to alleged Amy. I mean, I'm not asking men, can I get my nails done? Lady, living in a nice apartment in New York is something you obviously can't afford, so you need to move out of New York or get a job. Yes, I forgot the fact she don't have a job. Yeah. So, I understand you're struggling, but you're not helping yourself. And you're not doing anything about it. You are continuing to take money from people. You love them or not, right? Whatever. You're taking the money anyway, and you're taking advantage. I don't want to hear, a big thing to say here. Just because someone loves you or claims to love you, it doesn't mean that they can't take advantage. I think I should have just said that earlier, and everything else would have been a moot point. All right? Just as some people's families are your family, they can still be some of the most toxic people ever that you will meet. And just because someone loves you doesn't mean they can't abuse you financially, for example, in this instance. I should have just said that. I would have made everything clarified. So yes, yeah, you're not asking to get your nails done. I don't know how much nails cost, but whatever. I'm pretty sure your rent is more expensive than the nails. So yeah, you're not getting your nails done, but you're getting your nice fancy apartment paid for. Oh my God, but I don't have my nails. You live in a better place than I probably ever will, bro. So shut your mouth. I'm needing to breathe a lot in this. Goblin Queen. Where are the orcs? Lord of the Rings jokes. He seems really icky, gets all his information from ChatGPT, lied to the crew, and he glossed over his ban on Instagram. That doesn't just happen for no reason. He seems like a big red flag. Okay, so this is the comment I picked out with the Instagram ban. Yeah, it just doesn't happen for no reason, mate. The lying to the crew? This guy, that's another red flag, obviously. I don't know what he came on the show for. And Bib indeed, I don't understand either, mate. I don't know what he was talking about when he said this is not the result he desired or she desired. Someone wasn't desiring the result. What was he on about? Okay, we're going to move on. Next up, to touch on the team in this particular aspect. Why are they encouraging this guy? She doesn't love him. Come on. She loves his 40 grand. He is going to give away all of his money to this woman. Correct. I don't know what the team are doing here. I really don't like when they do up matchmaker, because most of the time, either the victim or the other person on the other end of the relationship, or both, don't belong together. Even if it's a real scenario, as we've seen here. Yeah, real life people. But they don't belong together. A lot of times, even in the catfish cases, where it's actually a catfish, yes, that it could be real. And if it was real, they shouldn't belong together. I've convoluted that basically to say a lot of times, even if it was a real relationship, these people shouldn't be together because there's so much verbal abuse, financial abuse. Who knows what's going to happen when they actually meet up together? It's very bad in a lot of cases for both parties, and especially for the victims a lot of times. And in this case, as much of a red flag as this guy is, she is sucking his money dry, bro. He talked about dry marriage. Your wallet is dry now, mate. So, are you going to back out of this scenario? Or is it just when you're not getting anything you think you deserve in a marriage, you get to leave, but when you're being dried out, you're not going to leave? So, I don't agree with putting them together, because when his money is running out, look at what happens. He turns to his friends and his son, and now they are the victims. So, please do not put them together, but they've probably carried on talking anyway, so who knows what kind of conversation they had afterwards, and he probably sent more money. I don't know. And then lastly, just because there has been a lot of talk of Christianity in this episode, How can this woman say she misses Bible studies with this man? Doesn't that have something to do with being a Christian? What Christian will take 40k from a man, and this has gone on for 4 years? Who can't find a job within 4 years? Hey, the job market is a absolute shithole. I don't know why I'm going to leave that in the edit as well, so you can see how my brain functions. I don't know what happened there. But obviously the job market is difficult. It's tough, of course. But 4 years is mental. Yeah, like 4 years you can find something. Do you know what I mean? And the apartment aspect, 4 years you could have downsized. Like, there's no shame in that. If you can't afford to live somewhere, you go somewhere else. You don't find sugar daddies without the sugar and rip them off. But then, this is where I see both sides. If he's gonna do it anyway, you know, she's accepting it. But like, he's allowing it to be Also, yes, the amount of times God has been mentioned and Christianity, it's fascinating as always that the people using religion are picking and choosing when to be religious. Now, obviously, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm like someone to follow in terms of me being strict and so perfectly religious. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect. Of course I'm not. But too many times on this show, people mention God and Christianity and religion, but then they're just doing things that just go against the words of God anyway. So, like, you're picking and choosing what fits you. I'm done. Because I have pain here in the middle. I don't know what's going on. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Apologies towards the end of the actual commentary where I got a bit like flustered and confused and stuff. But I genuinely was like, I knew what I wanted to feel. But because I was hearing different things and like I was almost being swindled as well, I need sleep. Oh goodness, by the way, thank you everyone for 10k subscribers. I never thought doing this I'd even get 100. I didn't even get 10. You know, because my friendship circle at the time of starting this channel anyway, they didn't give a shit. And I'm we're going off topic here. I'm not friends with most of the people anyway, so they probably don't give a shit now. But thank you all so much. I never thought I'd get here. It really means the world to me, genuinely. You allowing me into your homes, basically. You listening to me waffle and stuff. So thank you very much. We see where the TT can grow. However, I'm very grateful to be even in this position. And I know some people might say that, you know, it's because there's many hurtful individuals that they might say it's not the most crazy accomplishment or whatever, but as someone who very rarely celebrates their own self, I feel like I can give myself a pat on the back, but more so give you all a pat on the back because it's you guys that have put me in this position. I didn't do anything. I just post the stupid videos and you guys actually have to sit there and watch it. So I feel sorry for you. Thank you. Much love to you all. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you all next time. Hopefully for a less confusing story. Bye. Whew. I'm going to go bed now.